Hi, it is 2/6/25. This is my daily vlog. Okay, I've been procrastinating all day. Again, it's now 9-10 o'clock at night. And if I don't do it right now, I'm not going to get it done. And I literally just started my streaks over again, so I really don't want to do that. So this is streak number four, just one. And I've been psyching myself out trying to think of what I'm going to talk about. Like, I've been home alone almost all day. My partner went to work. I didn't even have a vehicle to leave. I've literally been stuck at home with me and the dog. Why didn't I do this video earlier? Now we have unexpected guests. My partner's here. I know I get self-conscious when people are around. Like, why do I set myself up like this? Do y'all do this? Anybody that's on a streak right now, do you wait till the very last minute to take your video? Or is it just moi? Anyway, I'm trying to talk very low because I don't know, I feel weird when I feel like people can hear me. However, usually I think that I'm like yelling at the phone because I feel like you guys are so far away. And so maybe this is good. Maybe this is a lesson in me learning how to have a powerful voice without being too loud. Okay, I like it. I'm down for it. So, let's see. I've been thinking about things to talk about. The one thing that just keeps coming back to mind are these daggone numbers 147. I know y'all, I know that I talk about this a lot, but they just keep appearing in the most ironic places, like on thermometers and the weather degrees and my taxi cab in Vegas. And like, it's crazy. And I just looked them up again, and they stand for a lot of different things. But essentially, when you see 147s or 741s or 471s in any combination, man, I wish I had my other phone so I could look and say verbatim, but I literally just looked this up. But it basically stands for expansion and growth and changes, positive changes in your life. But you're on the right track, and that you are becoming deeper in your own spirituality, and just like everything. I mean, everything good. Okay, I just had a thought. I was on my other platform where I do go live, and this guy came on, and he said he's 47 years old, just out the blue, and I said, shut up. Did you know that stands for growth and abundance? And he was like, no, I didn't. I feel like it might have been one of those things where you kind of had to be there. But anyway, I'm just saying, the fact that these numbers appear somewhere, I'm actually going to make a video about it. My daughter was so fed up with me. She was so done with me and these numbers when we were in Vegas. Let me tell y'all, okay? Because like every hotel floor we were on had 741 in it somehow, repetitively. Okay, our bills were coming out to 1740. Just, it was crazy. Like, literally, when we came into our hotel room, it was set on 74 degrees. Who sets a hotel room on 74 degrees? But when we landed in Vegas, it was exactly 47 degrees. Me and Larissa talk about that in one of the Vegas vlogs. That's another thing. What's the difference between a blog and a vlog? So like a vlog is a video log, right? And a blog, I thought, was kind of like writing a little update, but not like video. However, I don't know what the B stands for. Blog. So yeah, like, what does the B stand for? And what's the difference? And I was thinking about this the other day. There was one other question that I had come up with. When I remember it, I'll let you know. Anyway, I feel like I hijacked my own conversation again. But anyway, then tell me why the very last night, I mean, it was down to, this shit was crazy. Anyway, I'm going to make a video about it. With all the 147s that I came across within the past week, while I didn't even have a phone most of the time, okay? So out of the 5 days I was gone, I had a phone 3 of those days, essentially. And still, I got all these little clips of the numbers 1, 4, and 7. And I got to tell you, like, those meant a lot to me because I was working on extremely limited funds personally. This is not anything to do with my daughter's financials. She had her shit together. I'm talking about me. So, really from the point of getting on the plane and only taking a carry-on bag, which I didn't pay for. So really I was only able to have a personal item. Okay, so I took this small duffel bag, which was definitely the size of a carry-on. However, I did not pay for the carry-on because I recently got fired again. And so, like, you know, I'm just in transition here with my financials, okay? So from the time of us literally getting on the plane, me with the carry-on bag that I didn't pay for and them letting me, you know, like that was the first thing. Like, I wasn't sure how I was going to eat on this trip. Y'all don't even know. Like, it was just phenomenal the way things kept being provided in the moment that I needed them. And I just kept believing that it was going to happen all the way to getting home, literally back to Ohio. And even since I've been home, I've still been seeing these numbers. But I gotta say, while I was on the trip and I knew I didn't have much money to really do anything, when I saw those numbers 147, for some reason it just made me feel like everything was gonna be okay. And I was already believing that it was going to be okay. But when I saw them, I'm like, all right, cool. The universe got this. I got this. We're going to figure out a way. It's going to happen. And it did, to the point of people offering to pay for our breakfast, down to literally like an eBay payment coming through while I'm out of town. Like, and there was so many other things in between. Like, it was just crazy. The moment I got down to absolutely nothing, my partner came through and sent me some from him. Like, what? Like, it was just crazy. It was just crazy how everything worked out. She broke her phone. It took us a day to get to an Apple store to replace her phone. The next day, my phone just stops charging. Could you imagine if we were in Vegas with no phone, neither one of us? Could you imagine? But I didn't freak out, as I normally would. And it was just like magic. So I'm going to make a video. All that to say, I'm going to make a video of all the little video clips that I got of the numbers 147. And I've already started to mention them in some of the vlogs that I've done. Like, here's one. As soon as we land in Vegas, in the airport, the first freaking slot machine, because they have slot machines in the airport at Vegas. Crazy. The first time I saw that, I've been a couple times, but the first time I saw that, I was like, shut the front door. That's crazy. Anyway, the jackpot on the slot machine was literally 741174, like 2 rounds of 1, 4, and 7 in 6 different numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like double on each one. Like, are you kidding? Our gate on the way home was gate number 14. Our taxi ride on the way to the airport when we were coming home, when I finally had a phone again, was literally like 1711, I think, or 1117 or something like that. All of our seats. We went to a comedy club. We went to, of course, we had 2 plane seats. The first plane seat was seat 11. The comedy club that we sat in was seat 11. It was just crazy, yo. It was just crazy. Ironically, I literally just looked at my time and it was 10:07. Okay, I'm just saying, these are just like little whispers from the universe. If you believe in numerology, even if you don't even know what numerology is, start being aware of very repetitive, excessive combinations of certain numbers. Sometimes they mean something. Now, I will say, once you start looking for something, you do start to see it more. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is on a different level. I'm talking about like every time I freaking look at my phone, it is the hour and 47 or some combination of at least 1 to 2 or like 2 to 3 of those numbers. Like it's always like 8:47, 9:47. I catch the hour, and it's not that I'm looking at my phone all the time. It's like when I look at my phone, there is at least 2 out of those 3 numbers, if not all 3. So it's like gotta be excessive, and it's more than just coincidental. But once you start looking for it and noticing and being aware, and then find out what those numbers mean, like it really helps me out a lot. It really helps me out. And the crazy thing is, these have always been my favorite numbers. My birthday is 7/11, July 11th, okay? So, of course, 7/11 has always been my little brother's birthday, who we just saw in Vegas. His birthday is 4/7, okay? And ironically, my ex-wife, who I was with for 10 years, her favorite number was like 47 for some reason. So these have always been my favorite numbers, but not until about 6 years ago when they really started just repeating themselves. Probably at the most traumatic time of my life when I needed them to start repeating themselves. I finally looked into it and realized that they actually meant something. And at first I didn't even believe it. At first, even still, the first few years, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Okay, that's cool. Then when you really start to become aware and really start to watch, it's crazy. I would be curious to see if anybody out there has any particular numbers that just keeps showing up. Let me know. I gotta go. Have a great night. We did this. Streak number 4. Let's go, baby.